The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's got to take in what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Turner. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. Using the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Burks. Got it set up on the outside. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joe.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw, it's Burks. It's complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Trying the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Burks. Got him downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's West. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
On set. Cooler.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Burks. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Perry. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Burks. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big...
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready? Get set.
They'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Buckeye!